what's happening? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Legend Has It podcast. If you don't know, I go by the name of Artwork.
And it's the illustrious RH, aka Raul.
Yeah, what's happening, man?
Y'all see it. You see the merch.
Oh yeah, I see it. Oh yeah. It's
Make sure you
legendary.
show them that. That's new.
It's legendary.
So that's the new. That's new right there. So you might be the first one to be able to get that one if you want one.
Yeah, man. Just let us know.
Yeah, hit the link.
Hit the link in the bio. You know.
That
Doing
don't
what
get on
we
your
can.
nerves a little bit when somebody say hit the link in the bio.
Did it get on my nerves?
Yeah, a little bit.
Nah, cause I never hit the link in the bio.
I mean, I don't need
Sometimes
to. Most of the time, I don't. But they just like somebody on the YouTube page saying, "Yo, hit the like, comment, subscribe."
But
and all that.
you almost gotta do that, and make sure y'all subscribe.
Yeah, and like, comment. But it's like
This
you know
shit
they
do
gotta
get annoying.
say
They gotta
it,
say
man. But do it work though. Like
It only. You know what? I make sure I try to like shit that I like now.
me too, because I do be trying to get them the support, like,
And I'm trying to get the karma.
right.
So I try to like shit that I really like now,
Yeah.
because it's easy to watch some and
And
just
watch
go
it,
on about
go
your
on to
business.
the next
And you
one,
might have
yeah.
really liked that. They might have
Yeah.
give you some real good game, or it might have entertained you, and you might have just not even thought about liking it. But that them likes do help. So I do make it a point now. There's a guy that a photographer that I follow, Volandis, VUH Landis, young black dude from Detroit. He's real dope. And every time he starts his video off now, he says, "Yo, make sure y'all go. The like button was talking down on my name, man. Make sure y'all go beat it up for me. You know what I'm saying? Go step to it for me." So it's a little different how he does it, and that made me start hitting the like button. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't just like, yo, like, subscribe, comment,
Nah, it's
all
pretty
that.
clever though to find a different way to do something that everybody doing.
Yeah, that was a little subtle change. So that made me really start, and I really enjoy his videos. So I make sure I do show love every time I come on. So if y'all like what we doing, or if you dislike it too. Shit, if you don't like it, hit the dislike.
Yeah, until we don't know what the fuck we talking about.
Cause sometimes we don't. But we still gonna say it.
Yeah, we got to. We
Yeah.
got to get to you. Then y'all decide what y'all want to do with it.
Yeah, for sure. Man, I apologize, man. The AC in this bitch went out a couple days ago. And damn, the fuck going on? On the day that it went out, it was like a Monday. It was a Monday. Today is what, Thursday? So it went out on a Monday.
Today's
Monday,
Friday, bro.
it was Friday. Shit.
This man don't even know what date it is. 'Cause I'm trying to tell you, this man's a hard worker. He do it all.
But yeah, so it went out on Monday, and Monday up until that point, I think was the hottest day thus far. And so it got to like, it was 80 in here. That's what the thermometer was reading. And so
That's miserable, yo.
yeah, and so I had to go to work that night. I ended up going to work. I came back the next morning, and I looked at it. I stepped in the door. It was cool outside. It was a nice morning. I stepped in the door. It was hot as hell. It was like 73 on the thermometer. I'm like, damn. So that's when I knew it was out. When they came, looked at it, said they won't be able to fix it till like next week. And so they gave me this window unit. That shit sucks. I mean, it cools off the room that it's in, but it don't do nothing for the rest of the crib.
I haven't experienced a window unit in probably 25 years.
Nah, if you go look at it, it's a contraption. It ain't no.
Seen when I pulled up, I seen the thing out the window, and I was wondering what the hell that was.
Yeah, it ain't no regular unit.
I was like, oh, it's got something. Like I thought you had like an air filter, something going on in here.
It's hot as freak, man. It ain't like they need to hurry up.
Yeah, so that's the only thing about like staying in apartments. You know, it's cool that they can come fix your stuff when you need them to, but it's like sometimes they take their time, especially if it ain't like emergency. Ain't no like fire or flood or something like that, they like, all right, he be all right.
Yeah, 'cause they treat like in the winter, they treat like if your heat go out, that's an emergency, but they don't really treat the AC the same with the same urgency as they do the heat in the winter. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
it's like, oh yeah, you'll be alright. Turn the fan on. Nah, man. This
Nah,
shit
that
just
fan don't get it
circulating,
done.
circulating hot air. And I
Yeah.
got all this equipment in here, so when I
So yeah,
turn it on equipment,
this get real hot here.
yeah, get a little.
I got a little bead. It's a little bead going on
Yeah,
right now.
I had to turn that shit off so y'all wouldn't hear it on the mic. I turned that Tussie on in this motherfucker. It's really gonna go crazy. I was pressing shirts last night and I was about to pass out.
Shit started going crazy.
It's like, damn. Yeah, man. Yo, I wanted to ask you. So I was watching. Well, I don't want to say the name. Yeah, there was this other podcast that's out there, man. It's real popular. A few friends. They end up going into business with each other. And they had a little spat, little fallout, and then they, took some time off from each other, and then they came back. I mean, y'all might know who I'm talking about. But I wanted to ask you, just watching that and how that whole thing broke down. I don't know that claim to know their business or whatever, but how do you feel about like going into business with friends or family?
Mm.
And that's kind of what we did. Like we all friends, and we went into business with each other, but it could be a slippery slope.
Like you said, I think it can be a slippery slope. It could go either way. So you go into business with your friends because you comfortable around those folks already. So you would think that going into business, you already know how those people are. So you kind of gauge, all right, so we had to do this and do that. All right, you know how they'll react to certain situations. But where the slippery part come in at is you give your friends more leeway you would with someone that you don't really have a relationship with on that level. You know what I'm saying? So your friends you might go into business with your friend. They be like, all right, so this, and that need to be done, and they take their time or they don't do it at all, and you be like, all right, but that's my friend, so all right, man, you got another week, and we that need to be done, or whatever. Not really telling them what to do, but stuff need to be done. So you need to do this, I need to do that. I got my part done, you don't. So why you ain't got your part done? Now, if you go into business with somebody just because y'all business partners, you're not gonna give them that same. Oh, I give you some more time. No, 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 no. Me and you going into business. We have obligations. These obligations weren't met on your behalf, so therefore, then we got a problem. You know what I'm saying? So it could be beneficial because, of course, you're comfortable around them folks already, but then it also could be a hindrance because you really don't know how some of your friends are really gonna handle the business part.
The
Like,
lines can get blurred, right?
right. I think that's the main issue most of the time. I think those lines get blurred between business and friendship, or the person being like your family member or something. Like, yeah, you was my friend. You was my friend or my family member first, but now we in business, and those two things kind of got to be separate. Because when they not separate, that's when things start to get blurred and things start to go left.
I think a lot of people don't understand that though. I think because sometimes those things aren't, especially with family and friends, is might not be communicated well initially, and like you said, you friends, so y'all kicking it. You're not just doing business, y'all kicking it.
Right.
You going
It's
out, we
it's
getting
probably
drinks.
fun
Yeah,
at
we
first.
kicking it. We doing whatever. You know what I'm saying? We cool with each other. So when it come down to the nitty gritty, now it's like, oh, we don't know, or they might not know what role to take.
Right. So now,
Or
am I your business partner or am I your friend right now?
yeah,
Yeah.
what part to play when it comes down to it. So do you think it could work?
Oh,
Or
it does. It works all the time. But it just depends on the individuals. Like, you got, all right, so say for instance, like the podcast you talking about. The reason why these people kind of had a little spat, a little fallout, because someone didn't feel respected, right? So they felt like they weren't gonna participate no more in what they had going on. So now you telling me you're not gonna show up because you felt some type of way, you felt disrespected, whatever. But you just told me you gonna stop work now. So this other person, like the owner of the podcast you talking about, they go and put somebody in your place to keep the show rolling. Then when you finally do come back, you tell him you're upset because you think that was wrong for him to even get someone to take your spot. I'm trying to figure out how you thought this was gonna go. Like, yeah, we friends, but this is a business at the end of the day. So you think I'm about to go mess my money up? Cause this couldn't even been. It could have been my money. You messing your money up. You messing everybody that you ain't the only person that work here. So I'm gonna stop this whole thing because you got mad at me. And I'm supposed to not have nobody else run the show because you mad? That don't even make no sense to me. Like that's what I'm talking about. That's when your lines get blurred. No, we are friends, but there ain't no way you gonna tell me to stop running my business because you and your feelings. It didn't make no sense to me at all. He was really mad about that. I ain't understand it.
no, I understand the feelings, but like you said, it's the business too. The business got it's the business still has to be a business, right?
It can't. But you think about how selfish it is.
The business still has to be a business. I understand the like being disrespected and all that, but the business still has to be the business. So
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So
yeah, that's I understand what you're saying.
if you felt disrespected, then you should have said how you felt, and then just stop dealing with me because now you think I'm disrespectful to you. Don't get mad when you come back and say we shouldn't have been running the show without me. You ain't. It's got several people behind the scenes that work on this show that need
So
this check.
oh, it ain't even gotta be like okay, I get it. We using that as an example, but yeah, anything you can see people fall out for like shit like that all the time when it's business and friends
Yeah,
because they might think that they might think that they are obligated to a certain percentage or they're obligated to this and you might think a certain way. That's what I'm saying. The communication has to be there from the jump.
yeah, but that's
And
all stuff that need to be figured out
but sometimes you don't know until you know.
beforehand, though.
Sometimes you don't know until you know. You might get to that point and be like, "Oh,
But then it's too late, man.
yeah." But
It's like now
sometimes,
you can't be like, oh, we millionaires. This $1 million business or a multi-million-dollar business. Now you want to talk about how much you owe.
sometimes you don't know until you know. Because sometimes you like. That's why you should always come think about it as a business. If you're doing something like that, I think you should think of it as a business. Even if you having fun, you still have to have some type of like the business has to be there.
So do you think?
Cause sometimes you might not know what this shit gonna turn into, and then it turns into something. But you still gotta make sure you handling yours, right?
Yeah, but all right. So I think when you running a business with your friends and your family and all that, it can cause issues. Well, it can cause several issues, a lot of different things. But like you can start to get like resentment towards your friends and your family. Just being like you went into it with one mindset, and then all of a sudden you start to see things not unfolding the way you thought it would.
Because is that your fault or their fault?
I mean,
Because
I guess
sometimes you
that
can
depends on
have,
the situation.
yeah, sometimes you might have your.
It might
That's
be
why I said.
you.
That's why I said it could be communication. Sometimes you have your ideal situation. You have your agenda. This person might have their agenda.
Right. Yeah.
This person might have this person in their ear
Yeah.
that you don't even know about. You don't even know this person they got in their ear. You might have somebody in your ear,
Yeah.
vice versa. You know, it could be any of those variables that go into it. You just the communication is what is key, and a lot of times communication falls short,
All right.
especially with men.
So let me give you a scenario. All right. So me and you partners in a business. We go 50-50 on everything, right? I just say I want to take the business in this direction. You disagree. You want to take it in that direction. What are we supposed to do at this impasse right here? Like, of course, it's a conversation to be had. So compromise is gonna have to be set. What are we both like? We both set in our way. Like, yo, I'm going this way with this. You either come with me or go do your own thing or whatever. You got your own plan.
If it's 50-50, then that shit gonna
I
have to
mean,
cease to exist.
that's what I'm saying. That if we can't come to no compromise, then there's nothing we can do about this.
Cease to exist, but it then depends on the person. It's like, yo, what? I can understand. I'm sorry if y'all hear that in the background, man. It's
You think they can hear that?
yeah, they could probably hear that. It's a bunch of birds.
They loud too.
Loud as fuck. But yeah, I think it might have to come to I don't know. It's an impasse, like you said, and if both of y'all feel passionate about what you feel, who am I to tell you that yo, like what you feel isn't the right way, and vice versa, right? If you feel really passionate about it, maybe we can go and get like some outside help or some insight. But still, if you feel passionate about a direction, and I do too about a whole nother direction, then you gonna have to like that's business.
But I'm saying like it could be like, man, you got to make a decision quickly. So say for instance, this whole podcast, right? Somebody could come up with an offer like, we're gonna offer you this amount of money for this podcast. Somebody might be like, yo, yeah, I want to take their money. Then some other folks like, I don't really think that's a good idea. Like, I think we need to go do, go this way or go do something else. When it comes to something like that, when money, like for real money start coming to it, that's when shit really started getting, like, it started to get real there. Like, you might have a vision in yourself for, like, maybe longevity. You don't want to take this little money up front when you know it could be bigger things down the road. But some people might not be like they like, yo, we need to go ahead and take this bag now and do what we will with it.
Yeah, that's true. I'm one of the longevity niggas, so they'll probably have a problem with me.
Depending on what that money looking like. If it's
Yeah, it
something
depends
crazy,
on what
like,
it is. But it usually ain't gonna be something crazy where you can. But it could be.
that's what I'm saying. If it's something crazy, then
I
I
try
might
to
take
think.
that short bag.
Yeah, I try to think long term though, most of the time. But it, like you
But
said,
what if you was gambling on the long term?
I, but I, that's another thing too. How much do you believe in what you're doing?
But
That's
you
what I'm
gotta
saying.
get to a point where you just be like, yeah, this is it. Or you could always like, if you really got that mindset, nah, I can do better. Nah, I
Yeah,
can do better.
but I ain't
Nah,
stupid either.
damn, that's good. I can do better than that.
Yeah, but if I can depend on my game plan. I try to think a couple steps ahead. So
What
it
if you
just depends.
struggling though? What if you struggling up that
If I was
part?
struggling, here's the thing about struggling. You've been struggling this far. A lot of times that shit gonna come and it's a test, right? It's a test. Like, yo,
Maybe.
let me see.
I ain't gonna say right. I just say maybe.
Maybe. But it could be a test. If I've been struggling this far and they want to give me X amount of dollars and I really believe in this and I think that's not the right amount. just to take a bag right now and not just struggle for a few months or a year or two. I'd rather play the long game. I've been struggling this far and I've been making it. And this shit going up and up and up. And I see the trajectory. I'm gonna bet on myself.
All right, so
It's really in you. But I can understand the conflict when you're dealing with multiple people. I can understand that conflict too.
Yeah, I think that's where the main
But
thing come in at.
I believe in me. So I'm gonna run it up.
So, off of the initial question, like dealing with business with your friends and your family. Say, for instance, you go into business with your friends and family, and the shit don't work. It fall out. Y'all fall out over the business, right? How how would you handle that? Like, what are you supposed to do at like the aftermath of this? Like, can you go back to being friends? Of course, you ain't never gonna stop being family, but you know, some people in your
I
family you
think
don't really mess with.
a lot of people don't go back to being friends. I don't think. I think a lot of people just
Gone
when
by
they
the
fall out,
business.
they fall out. I think
Yeah, they
a
just
lot of
gone by the business.
times.
Then you sitting there holding on to something forever over some. Man, I ain't gonna say they wrong, but I just can't see myself holding no grudge for that long.
Nah, cause it's just like it just shit didn't work out with you. I think
You
you
don't
take
dislike them though.
yeah, I don't dislike them, but I go by my we still cool. It's just
Yeah,
not
it
on no
just didn't
business
work
level. I
out.
never do no more business
Right.
with you. Like
Me and you can go do everything. Well, we can't never say we own no business together.
yeah, that's it. We tried it and shit didn't work, and that's cool too. You know what I'm saying? So you learned a lesson, like or you should. That's happened to me before. Like okay, well,
Well, it happened to me too.
niggas had different vision than I had, and I thought they vision was stupid. It's like nigga, that shit sounds stupid.
See, that's the same thing I just was talking about though. They had a certain way they want to go about doing something, and you said it was
That
stupid.
shit sounds stupid to me. And
So that's what I'm saying.
but
They might have felt passionate about their idea.
I'm sure they did, but that shit sounded stupid. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do the cost analysis and the what they said the opportunity cost and all that.
Well, yeah.
Whatever, I gotta do that for me and see if it's gonna work for me, and that don't work for me because it's something that I was already doing. They stepped into it, so I'm already in this realm. And you coming
So
and you
just
saying
brought
that
them along. Now you trying to change my
they
trajectory.
telling me some shit that I've already done and
Right.
tried, and I'm like, nah, that's not it. Like that's not
So
what's
when
going
that
on.
situation came up, there wasn't no compromise in it.
The person just they kind of just fell back. They started making excuses for
Why they couldn't
do certain things, and then it just fell off. But I knew where that stemmed from. It stemmed from me disagreeing with their vision. And it was like, nah, that ain't.
But it's another
And
thing
it's not
too.
that we couldn't talk about it. It was just like, I ain't feeling that. And that's what I said. It was if I'm not gonna be fake about it. I was like, I ain't feeling that. I don't
But see, that's the type of thing I be saying though. Like, I think that's when you dealing with
they feelings got hurt.
Right, you dealing with somebody's feelings at that point, and I don't.
There's no feelings in business.
I feel like business and feelings don't mix. Like you got it. I maybe because I'm
you can't be emotional with this
right,
shit.
I think I'm just a little different.
You gonna hear no a million fucking times, like, cause everybody ain't gonna feel your vision.
And I don't expect nobody to always roll with what I say.
What I think that person should have did was show me.
Do it on your own. And
show me
how it's gonna work.
Show me how it's gonna work.
So like, all right, you cool then. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do this, and then when it start working, like now you see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, or either break it down to where I could understand, but how they presented it to me, I was like, nah, that sounds stupid. And it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't that we couldn't like sit down and discuss and work it out. They just withdrew from the whole situation by getting in their feelings, and it was like, when I asked what's going on, they like, nah, I just ain't had time to, and so I knew what it was.
I don't think that's the right approach to doing it. I think when people are start going into these situations, you kind of got to be honest. To even if you're gonna step on people's toes, and hopefully the person that you're dealing with is not a very emotional or sensitive person, they can handle your criticism as long as you ain't coming at them disrespectful. You just really just saying how you feel.
I just said I ain't feel it. That's all. I ain't say.
Yeah, I
I ain't
mean,
say it
if it
like.
ain't no disrespect,
Yeah.
and you just saying how you feel, then all right, I can handle that. Cool. Now we can go. I can go back and, like you said, do my shit on my own.
And I ain't just say that. I told him why.
So you gave him criticism
Yeah.
about
So
how
I
you
was
felt
like, yo,
about
I
it.
like this about it, but this I don't. That's not.
But
I
did they
don't
have
think that's gonna
encounter
work.
that?
No, they just got in their feelings.
See,
So that's what I'm saying. It's like, yo, you can't
I
just
don't like that.
like, yo, let's have some conversation
Like
and
we
we
can
can
have,
work it out.
we can talk about it. We can get to some middle ground about this, but
So that let me know that, yo, you ain't really trying to do this from the, because if you really believed in
man,
what you
think
was
about
bringing,
it.
if you really believe what you was bringing to me, then you would have pushed through that.
Oh, you would have fought. You would have
Yeah.
fought like hell to get that done. You
Yeah.
would have done it anyway. Think about when you go into these big business meetings at these corporations. Do you imagine if somebody brought their feelings into something like that? It don't work.
That don't work. Man, you gotta have tough skin, man. You gonna hear no, and it's like, and you're not gonna always agree with everybody, man. Sometimes when you're dealing with people, sometimes you might just have to like, you gotta know when to pick your battles. And you're like, okay, well,
Yeah, I think you also have to be a reasonable person
yeah.
too,
So
especially when you're dealing with
multiple
multiple people.
Yeah, you gotta sometimes
You
just
gotta
like,
be
okay,
reasonable.
well, y'all think this will work? All right, well, let's see.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna sit back and watch our shit just fail either. I'm not just gonna let's see your idea gonna pan out or not, and I know it's gonna fail. I'm not gonna let that happen. Me and you might have a whole disagreement then. Like, no, we're not gonna do that.
I mean,
We're not doing that.
what if you're the only one though?
If I'm the only
That
one,
feels
then
like
I'm
that.
outnumbered.
That's what I'm
And then
saying.
I can't do nothing but sit
Yeah.
back and watch it fail.
That's what I'm saying.
But then I feel fucking stupid because I sat back and I told y'all it was gonna happen.
Yeah.
And then it happened. Now I'm sitting back. No, I can't be happy that I was right. No, we all lost.
Yeah. Hey, like I said, man, working with even not just family and friends, working with people, anyways, in any capacity is it's a tricky situation.
It is because it's hard
'Cause
figuring out people.
People's personalities. You don't know what they got going on in their everyday life. You just see what they want you to see.
Yeah, but
No
when
matter
you start
who it
to
is.
peel back some layers,
And then,
oh buddy, you
yeah.
start to see some different stuff going on.
Yeah. So if you think about going into business with your friends, hey man, it could work. We doing it. So far, so good. Just know that you gotta have some communication, though.
Gotta be communication.
You gotta put it out there, cause everybody got a different way of viewing shit. And when it come down to it, you don't want nobody to say, "Man, I thought shit was like this."
Right, and you need some level-headed folks too. Like, you can't be dealing with people that are very, very headstrong. Cause those people don't listen to nothing. Like, you can tell them they wrong every day of the week, and they gonna swear to God they right. Like, you can't talk to nobody like that. So you just gotta know what kind of people you're dealing with, even if they're your friend.
Sometimes you don't know until you know, and sometimes that's the lesson.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta go through it, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And you know how sometimes people be friends, but y'all friends, but the other person is obviously like the leader, and you just kind of like you friends with them, but they the leader, and you just kind of following them. You go into business with them, you basically gonna be their worker. So, so if that's what you into, I mean, go do it. So I mean, yeah, y'all might be the best of friends, but that person is gonna dictate their business.
They might have different personalities too, and you can,
but
you might need both of those.
No, I'm saying, but if you got somebody with a dominant personality, y'all go into business together, that's not gonna change.
Yeah, but I'm saying is like they can have that personality, whereas but you can just make sure that your business is straight.
You better make sure that's straight. First of
Make
all,
sure your business is straight. You might not have the dominant personality, but you might have something that business
oh yeah,
needs,
you right, you
and you
right.
both can play off of y'all
You can,
strengths and weaknesses.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it can still work, but
You
just
know
make
what?
sure that your personal business is right when you going into that situation. Don't get played for a dummy. You know what I'm saying? Don't let your weakness be taken for
You know what a
your
perfect
kindness
example
be
is of
taken for
that I
weakness.
just thought about. You know the Neptunes, right?
Yeah.
Not for real is always the one, the only one people know about from Neptune.
Well, people who know, yeah,
Well, I'm talking about like
that's the face.
the face
Yeah,
of
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
Neptune.
yeah.
Maybe for real has a more dominant personality, but Chad is in the background doing. He's just as important to that group
Yeah.
as Pharrell is. I mean, of course, Pharrell and broke out and did his own little separate thing, but as the Neptunes are concerned, Chad was still doing what he was supposed to be doing.
And a lot of business, a lot of people you don't see is, the powerful people.
Yeah, but
A
I'm
lot of
talking
time.
about. All right, so check this out. Just because you ain't on in the front of folks, you ain't the spokesman or woman. That don't mean you got a lesser personality. It just means your personality might be a little different.
Yeah.
You might be behind the scenes giving it up, but you just don't want it to be out there. Like, you know, your business partner ain't gonna make a move without you, not unless you saying this, and that. When then somebody know the business, they might come talk to you, and that's all they know.
Yeah. Just learn who you working with, man. Sometimes you gotta just go through it, man. Every win is a blessing, and every loss isn't merely a loss, but a lesson. So if you use it like that, so proceed how you
That was
proceed.
some good shit right there.
Bars, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, y'all hear what this man just said? Say that one more time for people, man.
Yo, every win is a blessing, but every L isn't a loss, but it can be used as a lesson. Just know that.
People go into
Know that,
if
man.
they take that with them in
Know
life. How
that.
can you
How
lose?
can you lose,
You
man?
can't lose with that game, man.
Hey, man. I'm about to go shut these birds up, man. So we'll be back.
And I started watching that shit on Disney Channel too. What is that? Hawkman and Falcon and something.
Falcon and I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you know what I was talking about.
Yeah, the
Falcon
Captain
and,
America nigga.
Yeah, Winter Soldier,
Winter
and
Soldier and
Falcon or something like that.
Yeah.
I watched that shit was pretty good. Pretty
Okay.
good. So I thought because Disney Channel like they wouldn't be on like that, but they was like killing people and all kinds of stuff.
Nah, they just the Marvel shows went from Netflix to there.
Yeah,
So,
I was like, it's pretty good. It's actually a pretty good show.
yeah. There's something about Anthony Mackie that I don't like.
His mouth.
His face.
Yeah, it's like his mouth is he's like the small mouthed.
Yeah, I don't. Something about him I just don't fuck with. But
like he doing
I
that.
might check it out.
I think you don't like him because of that show on when he did
Black Mirror. Yo, that shit was bad wild.
That was that shit was wild.
That shit
threw me for a loop. I said, yo.
Niggas playing the game getting physical.
Oh, man. The shit started out, I was like, yo, this shit is dope. And I'm like, I was looking at y'all like, man, what the hell y'all doing, man?
Niggas linking up at night to get on the game. And
that nigga, yo, that's what it got weird. Like, this nigga sneaking off to go play the game. This nigga.
Get some digital bussy.
Dude, I'm so confused.
Just logging in. That shit was crazy.
Look, the shit left me so confused. I'm like, yo, this nigga, like, what? I'm like, so what is he doing? Like,
just playing the game.
I'm like, what, you in the game, but it's a woman, but it's a dude.
Yeah.
I'm like,
that shit was
like, my nigga, you like you walking on some thin ice. I don't know what you're doing, but I don't like it. I don't know if you're wrong or you're right, but it's weird.
Yeah, that shit was mad weird.
That shit was wild. I don't know, man. Black Mirror need to come back on. Matter of fact, Black Mirror need to come back for another season. I don't know what's going on with them.
Nah, they said I think last year they made a statement at the end of last year. They said, yo, after the year of 2020, it's nothing they can't top it. So they not coming back. I think
They
they
not
they
coming
made
back.
a statement like that. They said, like, we can't top 20 the year, the real life 2020. There's nothing we can do to top
Oh
that. So we not gonna even like come back
no, that's whack
and
though.
try. I don't think we heard the last of them, but I would like them to come back, man. That third season was a little weak sauce though. I
But
don't know.
yeah, it wasn't all that good.
That
But
one you talking about with Anthony Mackie, that was
yeah,
cool.
but the
It
other
was weird.
episodes was kind of man.
Um,
All the episodes don't be good. Well, they
nah,
just be
it's
the
hit and
ones that
miss.
be good, be so good.
Yeah, it's hit and miss. You you ever seen Love, Death, and Robots? The cartoon
Yes,
version of
yeah,
Black Mirror? That
yeah.
shit
I
kind of
saw that.
dope. They supposed to come back next month.
That was only like that was
Look,
a movie, wasn't it?
nah, it's different shows like Black Mirror.
Oh no, I might not have
It's
seen it.
called Love, Death, and Robots. It's different shows, but it's like Black Mirror esque.
I don't know. I might have seen. I don't know. I might
But
not have seen it.
it's animated though.
Yeah, I don't know. If I think that's the one where like the girl was like her. It was like trying to protect some chick that was hooked up to a bunch of stuff. Is that the same one I'm talking about?
I can't remember.
No, man. I don't know.
It's different episodes. I can't remember that episode.
Hey, and if y'all check out a black anime that just came out on
Yusaki.
Netflix, what is it
Yasuka?
called? Yasuki.
Yasuki.
Yasuki. Check it out.
That
I
shit
ain't
was
watched it
alright.
yet.
I binged that shit. It was alright.
It was alright.
It was alright.
I ain't watched it yet, but I mean,
Some dope fight scenes, but it's supposed to be
what? You said ain't no fight scene.
no, it's dope. Some dope
Oh.
fight scenes. It's supposed to be like however you say his name, Yusuke is Black Samurai. First Black Samurai, or maybe the only Black Samurai, but it's supposed I thought it was gonna be historical, but it's not historical. It's more fantastical.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? It's still dope. It's still worth checking out for sure, for sure. Flying Lotus, the producer, did the music. Yeah, it's worth a watch if you like anime.
Do you find it weird that you can't really find no black folks in anime like that?
No, because that they don't really fuck with us anyway. If you go to like those countries, they still have blackface on their TVs and in their shops. Like, you know what I'm saying? They still have representations of us like that, so they don't really like fuck with us like that.
Right.
So I get it.
Do you ever wonder why they depict themselves as being Caucasian? You ever wonder why the characters in anime usually look like Caucasians?
No, I don't wonder. I know why.
But why? But it's not even. I bet you on them shows, there's probably not one Caucasian person even working on the show. Probably doing a voiceover, maybe. That's it. Why would they?
If it's a true anime, yeah. But appealing. I guess they're appealing. They're trying to appeal to, and that's a projection also.
I've heard
It's a
a
projection.
producer or an animator or creator of one of these shows say that he don't think that. Matter of fact, it was Naruto creator. He said he don't think that they look like white folks. He said that that's something us Westerners think. He said he think they look like them. And I think that's bullshit.
Nah, every supposedly Japanese character on this Yusuke, however you pronounce it, looked white to me. They didn't look Asian.
But except for the black dude.
Except for the black dude. The black people in it look black, but everybody else looked like they were
I don't understand it.
white.
It's kind of weird to me. Like, dude, they know what they look like?
I mean, I can get into it, but man, I don't want to be accused.
I don't know. We might. I don't know.
I don't want to be accused of Asian
Yeah,
hate. All that
because-
propaganda y'all out there pushing, man.
Yeah. It's fucking weird. And that's why I always be trying to find like black anime creators like Afro Samurai or some shit like
Yeah,
that.
I love Afro Samurai.
Or they got one on Netflix. It's totally produced by a black dude. I can't remember the name, but I watched it. I can't remember the name of it though. He got a whole anime studio in Japan and he run it. He black.
Oh,
I can't remember the name of it.
it's that motherfucker's joint. That shit was trash.
Huh?
It's a anime joint called Motherfuckers or some shit, but it's abbreviated MF.
Oh shit, no, I ain't seen that.
Yeah, that shit was kind of trash though. The story was trash. But yeah, that's what the Boondocks was like.
The Boondocks was kind of anime.
Yeah, they got Japanese anime artists to do that. That's why it took so long for them to come out in between
Uh,
seasons because they were outsourced to.
I'm about to say because it definitely had some of the essence of an anime in
Yeah.
Boondocks, but it had black characters, and I can really appreciate that.
Yo, so we back, man. I had to go downstairs, man. Just tell the birds, just like, yeah, I mean, y'all chirping too loud, man, because we trying to do a podcast and handle our business up here, and they was what the fuck they on. I get it though. It's Friday. Hey, do you miss like those turn up days you had when you was younger? On the weekends, Fridays, and
Um, yeah, sometimes I ain't gonna say like I miss it, but sometimes I'll be like reminiscing, like, oh man, back in the day, I was a wild boy. Like, oh, I was wherever they had something going on, I was trying to be there at the function. You know what I'm saying? But now,
not so much.
no, I think it's the fact that I get enjoyment out of different type of things now.
Mm.
Back then, I just wanted to make sure I was at whatever they said this was gonna be the best thing that you could be at. I wanted to be there. You know what I'm saying? So this was gonna be like the biggest Q party. Or I had to be like, oh shit, I was at the Q party the last night and I was doing this and doing that or whatever. But now, I mean, I get enjoyment out of other stuff. Like if I can go travel, that's my turn up. That's what I enjoy doing stuff like that. Like even when I do stuff with my daughter, I have fun doing stuff like that. Like we go to like we going bowling or skating or something. I have fun doing that with her. So I mean, it's just different stuff I get enjoyment out of now. I mean, it's being a little older.
Yeah, I understand. I was the opposite. I ain't really party like that when I was younger.
So you didn't?
Not really. Every now and then, I wasn't like I wasn't trying to be on the scene every weekend.
So what was you doing?
Uh, Probably some nerd shit. I don't know.
Well, I mean,
Some lame ass
if
shit.
you got enjoyment out of that, then it was
Yeah,
ain't nothing wrong with that.
I think I was socially awkward back then.
Man, you might still be that,
Yeah, I definitely am.
but I mean, like,
But to the extreme back then. But I did go out from time to time and had fun and turned up. But I just did. It wasn't a normal thing for me. It wasn't like I wasn't. It was I could do it or
I feel like if you don't, I also feel like this right here pertains to other things in life too. If you don't go and experience certain things, then later on in life you get resentment that you never got to do those things.
Yeah, certain things, but partying.
Yeah, some people do. Yeah, all right. So so check it out. So say for instance, if you growing up and your parents was like pastors,
Oh yeah, I can see that.
and you never got to go out and do none of the other stuff regular high school kids go do, right?
Yeah,
They was over, not I ain't gonna say over. They was over religious. I would say, I guess something like that.
Yeah, they was strict.
So that mean that when you finally
Cut loose.
got the chance to go do stuff on your own, you probably went overboard.
Yeah.
You didn't even know how to handle yourself. You had to go ahead. All that lost time you trying to make up for it now. So, just like that, if you ain't fuck no bitches back in the day, when you get older,
you want to go crazy.
now you got to go crazy. You making up for all this lost time. Like, I got to go crazy.
You don't got to, but yeah, I can see it.
You don't have to, but that's some people feel like they didn't get to experience that. So now I got to go take advantage of all the stuff I didn't get to do. So now I need to go wild out. And then you go too far, You don't even know how to handle yourself in this situation no more.
Do you think that's conscious, or
I just think that's human nature.
you think it's like so it's subconscious, or you
No,
think
I
okay?
think that you consciously no, know what? Matter of fact, it's probably subconscious. So I don't think you know that you're going too far. I think that you don't know how to stop.
Nah, you know how to stop. I
It's a
think
dopamine
yeah,
overdose.
it is. Cause okay, I got so when I got divorced, right? You was with me,
Yeah,
and during that time we went to Vegas. You know, I was wilding out for a period of time.
but
I was wilding out for a period of time.
you had to get it out your system,
Yeah,
though.
I was wilding out for a period of
You
time. I
had to
think
get it out your system. I don't think that
because I
you.
got married young.
Yeah,
When
that's
I got
what see.
divorced, I just went. Well, nah, I might have went. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. We was
But
doing.
I don't think you consciously went out there like,
Nah, it wasn't
oh, yo, I'm
conscious.
about to go do. No, you just went out there and you want to have a good time. So now
That's what it was.
you just going with the flow. You doing what you want to do at
Yeah,
this point. There's nothing holding you back from knowing. Like I think that's what it is. You put up walls for somebody and saying you can't do this, 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 this. You take them walls down, they taking advantage of everything they could never do. Cause you couldn't never do it before. Now I ain't got nothing stopping me from doing this. Now I'm about to over abundantly do these things until I get my feel.
yeah. Well, it ain't that you can't. Well, yeah. It's you in a box, or you felt like you might have been confined a little bit, and when you get outside of that box, it's like, oh,
Yeah, like okay, I can do this with no repercussions.
okay.
There's nothing gonna come back on me from
I ain't
doing
gotta
this.
worry about nothing but myself,
Right,
right?
it's on how I
That's right.
feel.
How I feel, yeah.
You can deal with your own feelings. It's a different thing you got to feel with somebody else.
Yeah, 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 for sure. I've had I remember a young lady told me that and she was talking about her college experience. She was talking about how she went crazy in college, throwing the hot pocket around
But
because she was constricted as a in a household.
can you like so? Can you blame her for that? Like, can you
Yes,
hold it against her?
yes,
Why?
because she shouldn't be throwing the hot pocket around like that.
She ain't know no better. She
Yeah,
was just doing what felt good to her at the
I
time.
mean, I guess so. I guess I can't blame her, but nothing good comes of that.
You said nothing good can come from that.
Yeah. Well, maybe it could. I
Well,
don't know. Maybe.
well,
Maybe.
you don't think about that when he's in
Yeah.
the process. You know, some good stuff is going on.
Maybe. Maybe she. I hope she
Some
enjoyed
good
it.
things going on.
Hope you enjoyed yourself. Just know.
That's what I mean. But like on a small scale, I think people should enjoy life as it comes. Like, don't put shit off, and hopefully you don't let other people let you put shit. I ain't nothing extreme. I'm just saying like experience of
Yeah.
life.
Experience.
Like if you
But
want
don't
to,
fuck. I think a lot of people confuse experience with just fucking freely. It don't
I
have to
ain't
be
even
that.
talking about
That's what I'm
fucking though.
saying. I don't want to confuse that.
Yeah, no,
Don't go
no,
out. Don't you won't have to go
no.
out there and
I ain't
be
saying that.
irresponsible with your
Yeah,
dick or your box.
yeah. You don't need to do that.
Yeah. So like have fun, enjoy yourself, and experience different things. But that don't. We ain't just talking about sex
No,
or
I
whatever.
ain't talking about sex. I mean like if you're whatever age, it don't even matter what age you at. Cause no matter what age you at, you might regret it later on if you
Yeah,
capable of
that's
doing
what
it.
I'm saying.
So
It's repercussions that come with that type of shit.
if you want to go
Understand
damn
me?
skydiving, go do that shit. Don't put it off until you like when it's a perfect time to go do it. Just do it, because this might be a time when you ain't gonna be. You're not even gonna be capable of doing it no more.
Right, right, right.
Just go ahead and do that shit. Like if you want to make an album, go do that shit. So you can say you did it, because at one point, you can still go make another album, but people ain't gonna want to hear that shit when you down 60. So go do that shit now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just saying, live your life. That's basically what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get
Live
it.
your life so you don't have no regrets later on.
That comes with like facing your fears too, though, right?
100%. Because you can always say you want to do something and then you won't never do it because you scared of failure.
Yeah, start acting like a bitch. And just, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to get past that. On the other side of fear is like, on the other side of fear is where the treasure is. So you got to go through that, whatever it is, because you're going to gain from that. That's what I learned. I used to be out here scary and shit. But then it's like, it ain't nothing but to fear but fear itself. You know what I'm saying? That shit is illusion most of the time.
You know what? No fear is necessary.
It can motivate you, but also it can like
It can
hinder
hinder
you to the
you from
point.
things that you should be hindered from, though.
Yeah, it could, but if you thinking logically, a lot of times that shit is null and
So
void.
you
It
talking about
don't even mean
you're just
that.
talking about illogical fear.
Yeah, like I'm scared of what other people gonna think if I get
Now
up and
that's fucking stupid.
um
If you ever worried about somebody else thinking, then
yeah,
you losing already.
yeah, like the fear of, like, a lot of people have the fear of public speaking, but when you break it down to its foundation,
That's nothing.
it's
It really
nothing.
don't
It's
mean
like
nothing.
you just talking, like it's
Well,
nothing. I understand the fear, but once you face it and then you face it again,
yeah, then you can do it no problem.
it ain't shit. It really ain't shit because they coming to hear you speak. So that's something right there. That's power in
So
that.
that means you should really harness that power and be
Exactly.
like, yo, they can't even see me. I'm about to let loose. I'm
Yeah.
about to go. I ain't got nothing to worry about. They can't see me anyway.
Exactly. And if you go out there with that energy, then hey, especially if you prepared yourself for it, then, hey, what? You ain't got nothing to lose. So I'm talking about the illogical fear. But yeah, fear is necessary to some extent. But the illogical stuff, you shouldn't even worry about that, man, because a lot of times it don't even matter. From my experience, anyway, it shit don't even matter. It's like, what was I scared of? Nothing. It's growth.
All right, so kind of, I don't know if we went over this or we didn't go over this, but what do you think about people that's scared of success?
What you mean scared of success?
Scared of
That
success.
sounds like an oxymoron to me, but I do get it. I
So
think.
let me break it down a little bit then. All right, so say for instance you like theater and you're in high school or whatever, right? You are the best actor or actress in your group, play, whatever, little theater group, whatever they call, right? Your teacher says they really see something in you. Like you can really be something. Like you could be an actor or actress. Like you can do this. You could be a movie star.
Mm-hmm.
And then you be like, oh man, that's cool. You cool doing these little movie, like these little plays. You cool doing these YouTube skits and Instagram posts. And you cool doing stuff like that. Then somebody come at you, say, I want to give you a multi-million-dollar contract to host your own show on my TV channel. And you don't even send them an email or call back because you don't think that you're ready for that type of position or you don't even think you earned it.
I That's the thing, but I think it's multiple variables that can play into that. I think a lot of times though it is mainly the confidence that you got. So, and the preparation that you have. So if you prepared for it, then why be scared? You might be nervous, but why be like afraid of that if you prepared for it? Especially if you
But
talk,
I think,
especially if you walk around talking that shit.
but I don't.
Like,
I think
you know
people
what I'm
would.
saying?
You could talk it when it come down to when this is when the rubber meets the road.
That's
There
what
ain't
I'm
no more
saying.
talking. Now you got to do it.
That's what I'm saying. That's where the fear comes in. The fear, only time you should be, most of the time when people are really afraid is because they haven't stepped into it. Really stepped
Maybe they
into
did
it.
step into it. They didn't
No,
realize what it was going to take for them to do what they was talking about.
what I'm saying, step into it is like really become that. Like,
Yeah.
I'm this, and ain't nobody like telling me shit else. I am this. So even if I fail, I learn from it.
So you
So
don't
you
think that?
just like being scared of failure. It's like, bro, nah, I could fail maybe,
Well, at least you tried.
but I tried,
You don't think that stems
and
from
I'm
like a
learn
lack
from it.
of self confidence?
That's what I'm saying. Like they're not really confident in it. They didn't really step into it. They're not prepared for it. That's when a lot of fear comes from.
So even if you
So
had
it's
the
like, yo,
ability,
if I, it's the confidence. So I could be a dancer, and niggas could be around a local dancer. Niggas like, yo, you can dance, da da da, and I'm pop locking at the party, battling niggas. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
then I get in the room with Chris Brown,
and now
and I know I ain't
you
got shit for
you
Chris
won't
Brown.
even step out there. You
Nah,
won't
cause
even
I
do your little
know,
moves.
yeah. So you know what I'm saying? It's a different level. So you really got to prepare on every level and become that what you say you want. A lot of times people talk about shit that they want, and they don't even know what comes into that. What comes with that? What does it take to get to that? It's two questions you should always ask
That
yourself.
is, that's
It's
it.
like, yo, what do I want out of life?
And what is it gonna take for me to get
And
there?
what is it gonna take?
Am I
What
gonna
do
be
I
able
have
to?
to
Am I gonna be able to
sacrifice to
handle
get
all
there?
that in between part?
Exactly. A lot of people don't even ask themselves them questions. They don't know what they want, and if they know what they want, or they
They
think they
don't
know
know
what they
how
want,
what it take to
they
get there.
don't know what it takes to get what they want. It's always a sacrifice. It's always an exchange. You gotta pay. It's always in a payment.
Yeah.
Are you willing to pay that price?
If you ain't, then you.
A lot of people ain't willing to pay that price. It's like niggas you see.
You know what that saying is? It was like talent, hard work, outwork
Hard work beats
talent.
when talent doesn't work.
That
Yeah. It's something like that, I think.
that right there just come from the fact that you might have the ability to do this, but if you ain't gonna put in all the other stuff to get there,
It don't
it
matter.
don't matter.
It don't matter.
Somebody with less talent than you
It's working
can
harder than you.
still get there if they doing all the things that you say you won't do or you think you don't have to do.
Or you don't even know to do because you ain't asked yourself the question, what does it take?
They ain't even the other person know they ain't got that ability, but
Yeah.
they working hard
That's
as
what
shit.
I'm saying. That's when you step into it. So you gotta be it before you even become it. You gotta be it. I know a couple episodes back, maybe the last episode, I said I switched my mind frame. I am this. Don't think about this now. I am this. So I don't gotta think about it. This is how I think. You gotta become it before you even see it in your life.
Right.
You have to. Or else you won't never become it. That's what it comes with. You gotta ask yourself, what does it take? So if whatever it is, whether you want to be a lawyer, you got to think from that perspective. You got to say, what does a lawyer do? What is it going to take for me to become that lawyer? And then you got to become that before you even see it materialize in your life. You got to walk from that perspective, live, think, shit, sleep from that perspective of being a lawyer or whatever it is you want to do. You got to come from that perspective every fucking day.
But a lot of people not built like that.
That's why a lot of people are where a lot of people are, and they just talk about it.
True. Do you think that's like the measuring stick to separate people in life?
What you mean by that? Can you
So say
expound
for
on that?
instance, all right, so you go into a company. Say for instance, we both started working at McDonald's, right?
Mm-hmm.
We both started out. I'm on a damn window taking people money. You making burgers. The mindset from both of us at that moment could do several different things. I could go from taking the money to being the shift leader or whatever that little
Shift leader.
leader person, right? You can go from making the burgers to being a damn store manager.
Then owning your own franchise.
Right. And then you could also take that same mindset and you could own a few different damn McDonald's.
Yeah.
But I done made it to the point where I'm now, I went from being a shift leader to being a store manager. I was like, ugh, man, I don't want to own them. What if my McDonald's that I own, it do bad, or it's in a bad location, or maybe the stuff over there might not work out like Art did over here.
That's mindset.
Like both of us go the same way, but it's like your brain ain't telling you like you can do the same thing.
It's mindset. You got to, but that's on you. You got to change your mindset. It's
I
like,
mean, I get it. It's all, everything is on the individual.
yeah.
But I'm saying how like people's mindset is like it's that mindset that you have that separates you from a lot of things.
It's always mindset.
It's a bunch of shit. Like, you know how Diddy started out as a
Always mine.
damn.
Why you think Curry pulls up from half court? Yeah, he worked on that shit.
He fucking crazy. That's why.
He worked on that shit, but he sees it. He thinks this shit's going in.
Yeah, you right.
Somebody else might work on that shit, but they ain't confident in it. I've seen Ben Simmons shoot 3-pointers all day long and goddamn practice, and he hit them. But in the game, he won't dare pull up from there. It's a fucking mindset, bro. It's a mindset.
You see how
I know. Y'all don't believe? I know. That's the difference. I know.
You know how Diddy started out as an intern? He ended up on his own damn record label, one of the richest.
Because he knew where he wanted to go. He asked himself.
It's a lot of interns.
Yeah, it's a lot of people that do it.
And a lot of people ain't never going to make it the way he made it. Even if your mindset is right, you still might not make it.
But a lot of people ain't even going to try.
I think that the people's mindset, it is like that. No matter where they land at the end of the day, they're going to say, yo, I did everything I could, and I can live with these results because I did all that I could to get here.
And a lot of times you might not reach that point where you thought you was going to go, but you might go somewhere better. You might end up somewhere totally better, and that journey might have prepared you for something totally different. You might be
in a whole nother different space, way over here somewhere,
where you can thrive in, and be successful in. You might not be what you thought it was, but that journey gonna lead you there. But you got to take that step, and you can't be afraid to take those steps to do that. That's what it is. It's just a mind frame, man. You gotta believe, and if you say you are something, you can't be it unless you fucking doing it, and you gotta become it before you ever see it materialize in your life. That's the only way. When the Bible says, go, I don't know if y'all heard, or you heard the scripture, like pray without ceasing. You ever heard that? You should pray without ceasing.
What does that mean?
How can you ever, that's what I'm saying. How can you pray without ceasing? You can't. It's impossible. What it means is
pray without ceasing, like don't stop praying?
Yeah. What that means is become. Because when you praying, you asking for something, right? You're praying. Yeah. Become that. And don't stop. Become what you want to become. And don't ever, have any negative thoughts. Don't ever doubt yourself. Become that. That's praying without ceasing. Like, you step into who you want to become. You becoming that before you even become that. It's like visualizing something. Like, you hear people say, I watched the $1 million worth of game podcast with Kevin Durant, and he said some shit. He was like, I used to visualize this. I always knew I would be a basketball player in the NBA. I would visualize this. Everybody else was going to parties and shit. I would be out on the court shooting. And I would ask myself, why the fuck am I doing this? But in the back of his mind, he said, I knew where I wanted to go. I knew what it took.
But do you think that's different because he had that mindset, but he also had some semblance of the ability to be able to do it.
He had the ability, but he also put in the work. Because you've seen niggas I've seen niggas from the hood that had the ability. They ain't put in no work.
Yeah, but that's I think that's a little.
That's extreme.
Because that's like an extreme.
Yeah, it's extreme. Kevin Durant is a rare talent, but it's still the same. He had to put in the work.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Everybody,
and
no
he had to
what
believe.
You want to do, you need to put the work in no matter what you want to do. Because if you ain't putting in the work with whatever you doing, you got to accept whatever you get. And most of the time, it ain't going to be great, not unless you just a special type of person. You got to work at it.
I don't even know what the initial question was, but
me either. But I like where we went. So, man, fuck with us, man.
So it's a lot of game over here too. The birds is back outside, man. We'll be right back. Let me go tell them. About to go put this.
Man, I know you don't know who this nigga EDP is. You ever heard of him before?
Mm-hmm. Child molester.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I used to watch this nigga all the time. He a big Eagles fan. I think that's how he got all his followers.
Yeah.
He was an Eagles fan. This nigga is a pedophile.
That shit look fake though, man, when they ran down on him though.
But they said that ain't the first time. He been caught several times, apparently.
He has been caught.
Why would you fake that?
I don't know. And why would he agree to faking that? So
he has millions of followers.
Yeah. It might be one of them Illuminati rituals where it's like a shaman. The shaman, because they do that, supposedly.
Who is that supposed to?
My phone. Don't come for me. I heard it on YouTube.
Hold on. So who was that supposed to help him?
Nah, it's just when you don't fall in line, when you don't want to fall in line, they'll do like a humiliation ritual where you gotta like do something that humiliates you. You ain't never heard that? You know, watching them documentaries. I don't know, man. I don't really believe in that shit. So you know what I'm saying?
I watched several of them, but I don't see how that would. I think he's just a pedophile. I think he just
look like a pedophile.
He looked like he into that.
Yeah, he look like he is.
Like he
look weird.
He ain't getting no pussy. So I mean, if a little girl give him some play, man.
Come on, fam. A little girl.
It was a 13-year-old girl that he was trying to talk to.
I know, but I'm saying, like, you ain't gotta say it like that.
It is a little girl though. That's why I really wish they still would show what's that shit with Chris Johansson? How to Catch a Predator. That's what it was called. I wish they still did that, yo.
I wish I was Chris Johansson. Nigga showed up in my crib trying to talk to my daughter.
Nah, I'm having my motherfucking.
Ain't no cops outside.
Uh-huh.
You ain't leaving.
Like, yeah.
You walk in, you gonna crawl out, bitch.
That motherfucker coming in, his feet go clink, clink. Like, hey, man, what you doing here?
Yeah, you brought some pizza.
Oh, shit, man. You brought some pizza?
Man,
you got condoms in your pocket, bro.
Have a seat, sir.
Like, you got condoms in your pocket, man. What you doing?
Have a seat, sir. Sir, have a seat. You know how Chris Johansson.
Ready to go, too.
They be like,
no, I just can't. I'm a friend.
Yeah.
Oh, man, sir, you're 39.
Start stuttering and shit.
So you're 39 and this girl is only 12.
Did you
That's
know
your
that?
Friend?
It says here that you sent
he got the friend out.
Yeah, he got all the receipts.
Is this your penis, sir? It's not funny.
He got all the receipts.
That's not funny.
He got all the receipts, he said.
Because they always, they had looked up.
Says here you said you want to eat her ass from the back. Did you say that? Was that you?
It'd always be the girl that she be like, yeah, just sit down.
Yeah. I'm going to go bake some cookies.
Yeah, I'm coming right back. Just sit down.
Sit down.
The weirdo niggas be trying to walk back there and be like, hey, what you doing?
I'm going to bake some cookies. I'm going to slip into something.
I'm right back. I just took a shower.
Yeah, I'm slipping into something a little bit more comfortable. I bake some cookies. Make it 7 home. Niggas get in there and start taking their shoes off.
Getting naked.
Pulling the condoms out of their pocket.
Like, come on, fam.
Y'all niggas is some.
Like, yo, please arrest this nigga, man. Yeah. Please arrest this nigga right now. Like, yo, what kind of? I mean, I'm not about to get into that. What the fuck is wrong with you? Hey, like, man. Who does that anyway? Even if you was gonna meet a chick of age,
creep ass nigga.
Why would you do that?
Yeah, don't bake no cookies for me. I'm just coming to see you the first time. You already should know something's wrong.
My nigga, I was seeing the dude up there. He got butt ass. He's sitting on a stool at the bar.
They must have been really talking about some shit on the phone if he got butt ass.
They must have had him. They had him gassed up.
He felt comfortable enough to get butt ass as soon as the first time he walked in the crib.
He was ready to go.
He put his whole ass cheek on the stool.
Had that little sweat spot right there.
Oh my God. It's out here prepping this shit.
Ready to go. Chris Johansson just come out there real cool too.
Prepping
he was there like, hey man, what you doing?
Sir.
What you doing? Can you
look
stop?
Looking all stupid in the face.
See, those niggas going there. I see a man coming there with his kid. With him. A little, like, toddler. With him.
What kind of creep are you? I seen lawyers and doctors go on that shit, and they start crying. I'm a lawyer. I'm a doctor. My wife is going. Like, nah, don't start crying now, nigga.
Like, yo, my nigga, you knew what you was doing was wrong before you even came up here. You knew you shouldn't have done that shit, but then you up here, now you want to start crying. Nah, just go ahead and accept this damn prison time you about to get and go on about your day.
Yo, that nigga EDP or whatever his name is, this nigga, I don't know. You see the video?
I watched the whole thing.
That nigga, like, he parked like a mile away.
Parked way out the way. Like,
parked at the mall and he walked.
What was the purpose of that?
I don't know, man. And why was he?
And why would you
My whole
talk to them
thing,
like
yeah.
that?
Why were you talking to these niggas?
Why would you tell them anything? And
Yeah.
he was like, y'all police. And he was like, no. Conversation's over. What we talking to y'all for?
Even before that, though, he had spoke to them mad long. He was kept talking to him. It's like, bro, what are you? It's like, yo,
my man was like, take your glasses off.
Yeah.
He said,
yes, sir.
Whoa. Like,
yes, sir.
What are you doing?
Like, nigga.
Like, you just doing it. Like, that nigga could have said, Simon Says, like, put your hand in there. That nigga would did like that.
Get out my face, bitch.
Nigga, I would have took off. I would have just took off running. I ain't talking to y'all niggas.
That nigga fat nigga
like
can't run.
Like, get the hell away from me.
I don't know what y'all. All he had to say is, I don't know what y'all talking about.
Yeah, I don't know. Man, they had the printouts at that point though.
Somebody hacked my account.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, man. I ain't never seen that before in my life.
Know what you talking about? I
ain't never seen that before.
Yeah, this nigga called his friend.
Said,
they got me.
You hear what that nigga said? I can't. He said, "What you out here for?" He said, "I came to get a cupcake." That's fucked up. Even if you was like, don't say you came to get no cupcakes. You came all here to get a cupcake, my guy.
You came to get a cup. I bet you did, nigga. What's that code for? Pedophile code. Cupcake.
That sound like it don't sound right.
Nah, I came to get a cupcake. Okay.
He said cupcake. He probably looked at him like this. He said, y'all know what I'm talking about, huh?
That nigga was walking off. He called his partner. Hey,
he did say. He said they got us.
Yo, fam. Yo, get off my phone.
And this dude on the phone was like trying to give him advice. He was like, "Hey, yo,
what should I do?"
He was like,
"They got me."
Hey,
they called the cops.
They called the cops. They on the phone with him. He said, "Hey, just go get out of there." He's like, "I'm walking back to my car, but they calling them. They on the phone."
Shit.
Man, that shit was crazy.
This nigga's crazy.
Like, why would you do that to yourself? And you famous, internet famous anyway. So you know you can't even slide under the radar. Like everybody know you. Why would you do that shit? You fucking yourself.
I don't know, man.
Anyways.
Get any chick you want. You want to fuck with little girls. Yo, man. We back anyway.
Hey, how y'all doing out there?
You posed a question, man, earlier about vacation. Solo vacations. You ever took a solo vacation? Would you ever, if not, would you ever take a solo vacation? Is that intriguing to you?
I never took a solo vacation, but the idea of doing it, I'm not opposed to. Actually, it sounds like a pretty good idea. Actually, I feel like that type of freedom just make your vacation even that much more better. Like you can go out there and just do whatever the hell you want to do. Why you there? You know what I mean?
So you ain't gotta really subscribe to nobody's itinerary.
Right. You ain't got your activities that you might not want to do on there. Or you just do what you want to do.
So when you say vacation though, you talking about, you ain't just talking about just getting in the car and driving to like me, I might get in the car and go to Georgia, visit my family by myself. That ain't the same. You talking about like
to be with your family.
You talking about?
I'm talking about going somewhere where nobody in this whole state, country, city knows who you are.
Oh, okay, cool.
And you going out there and you just taking it day by day, doing what you want to do.
Yeah, I think that's I would do that. I would do it.
Yeah,
I
think that's kind of dope.
I think I haven't done it because it's like I don't know if that's like the norm, but at this point in my life, I don't really give a fuck about the norm. So that was something I would do. I think it would be fun, and I think you can, when you're outside of your normal environment, and then you're by yourself in a whole new environment, you can learn a lot about yourself and about that environment and how you relate to that environment. You know what I'm saying?
I think I was gonna say that same thing. You can learn a lot about yourself when you're the only one to entertain yourself.
Yeah.
So you going out here,
especially in a new environment. You know.
Like, so if you say, for instance, you taking a Spain and like, I mean, you taking a trip to like Spain,
Mm-hmm.
you don't even know how to speak their language. So you just going out there, you got to figure it out
Yeah.
on your own. You, I think also is the fact that when you go out there on your own, I think you kind of relying on the people around you in that area to tell you where to go or to help you. If they don't speak your language, you need help with the language barrier. Some people might need to give you directions. Um, and that also comes into play. You might meet some cool people along the way. Might be some bad people along the way too, but I think that's all in the experience too, though. Cause I know, for instance, like when I go on these trips, I have been on trips where we done met people and found some real cool ass people that if I wasn't here, I wouldn't have never met these
Yeah,
folks.
from different walks of
Right, and
life.
they don't know me, I don't know them, but they
Yeah.
cool ass people. I think if you go out there by yourself, you probably find a whole lot of people like that.
It's gonna get you out your comfort zone. So you gonna, you out and you about. You spent money to get here, wherever it is you went. You just go out there and explore, and you don't have no anchor,
Right.
right? So
Mm-hmm.
you can come and go as you please and just explore. Set your own itinerary and learn about the culture wherever you may be, and learn about yourself. Just being alone, free your mind, getting out in the environment. I think that's a dope experience. I know. We went to. I was telling you this off the mic when we went to Colorado, Denver, a couple years ago. There was a brother out there when we went to pick up our rental car. I don't know if you remember, but he was solo. He had came out there and he said he had just been hiking in the mountains or whatever.
That's kind of dope.
And he was by himself. Yeah, he was telling me about the hotel he was in and some of the things he was doing. He was like really by himself, and I can't remember. He was turning his car in. He was about to fly out to go somewhere else. I can't
Oh,
remember
so he
where.
was leaving from there and going to another spot.
Yeah, I can't remember where he said, but he was going to another destination and do the same thing.
That's
Yeah,
actually pretty dope.
yeah. It was a brother too. It was like, yo, he was out there by
I don't
himself,
remember
solo
that.
dolo.
I don't remember that dude. I don't
Yeah,
remember seeing him or talking to him.
I was talking to him. I can't remember who else it was. I don't know if it was Irby or who it was that was with us. Might have been Bo. I don't know, but he was telling us about like his experience in Colorado because we was coming in, he was leaving out, and we was like, "Yo, what is it to do?" And he was kind of giving us the rundown, you know. But he was by himself. He was solo. That was dope. So I would do it. I would do it.
So
Get a chance, Might go somewhere and post up.
let me pose this question to you. How do you think your significant other would think about you going on this trip? Like, so I'm not saying, say for instance, you're in a relationship or you married or whatever. And you say, yeah, I'm going on this trip. And they be like, oh, who you going with? Oh,
Oh,
I'm
if you're
going
in
by
a
myself.
relationship,
Yeah.
uh,
See,
they probably look at you crazy.
yeah, because it don't
It's like,
sound like
nigga,
you
knock it
some
off.
bullshit. It sounds like you going up to something.
Yeah,
What if you genuinely just want to go on a
like,
trip by yourself?
nigga, knock it off. You might want to do that when you're not in it, like before you get in the
No,
relationship. But
you still just do what you want to do.
I mean, that's so.
It's kind of that's just how it works.
Hey, we know people out here that's moving how they in a relationship and they moving how they want to do. So you can do, you know what I'm saying? You can do what you want to do. Just gotta have that conversation, I guess.
So what if your significant other, what if your significant other said, "Yeah, I was just going out here to get my mind together. I just want to go to like Jamaica. Just want to,
My significant other,
yeah,
by herself.
yep."
All right.
This was you just say, "All right,
Yeah.
cool, go,
Yeah.
have fun,
Stay in Jamaica.
give a little money, tell her have fun."
Yeah, stay in Jamaica.
So I mean, she can't just go down there and just have like, and she might be really just wanting to go on a trip by herself. See, that's why I be talking about. That's why people don't do this solo vacation shit. See, it sounded good at the beginning, right? See, that is some bullshit. You can't even go nowhere without the other person thinking you trying to go do something different.
I'm just talking about my situation. Now, if I said that, it'd be cool.
So if you wanted to go,
Yeah.
so if you wanted to go on a trip, it's cool. But she wanted to go on a trip. Now you need to tell her to stay down there where she at.
She tripping. Going.
That's
Fuck
wild.
you talking about
No,
going to
you
Jamaica?
tripping now. No, you know, see how you
Think
had
you
a
Stella?
conversation. Man, look, it don't matter where. It could be anywhere. She's like, I want to go to Canada. She could be like, I want to go to damn Alaska by herself. It don't matter where it's at.
Yeah, alright.
Then you just gonna be like, nah, stay where you at then.
Yeah.
She for the streets after that.
She for Alaska.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's why I say you might want to do that before you get in a relationship, man. I don't know.
No, I think that you can do what the hell you want to do. You just need some understanding.
Yeah. I guess.
Why do people feel like they own folks anyway?
Man, it's not that you own them. If, it's not an ownership thing.
No, people feel like they own other people.
Do that? Well, I think sometimes it is true. Because you cannot be in a relationship and people feel like they can tell you.
Yeah.
Start feeling some type
That
of way
is
about
true.
what you doing.
Like, you just don't tell a whole nother human what they can and can't do.
You can do whatever you want to do, but how I react to what you do
Now
is something totally different.
That's
That's all I'm telling
But
you.
I think that
You know what I'm saying?
people be
And
scared of the repercussions.
I ain't scared of no repercussions. So, cause I tell you the same thing. I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want to do. How you react to that? It's how you react to that. You gotta fuck with me.
But that's putting the responsibility on them.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is, because you just told them, well, you can do what you want to do with this.
Well, I mean, I guess, yeah, you got the choice. It's your choice.
You know, some people cannot deal with taking responsibility for stuff like that.
Why not?
Because all right, so say for instance, you did something they didn't like. They can tell you they didn't like it, and then you could be like, well, you do with that what you will.
Yeah.
They don't do nothing about it. Now you got to live with your decision you just made. So when I do it again, I don't want to hear nothing.
What you want me to say?
That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying, now that person has to live with what they made the decision to do.
They don't have to.
Kind of you do, though. If you don't, then that means that you should have said something the first time it happened then.
Yeah, well,
you
yeah,
should have did something about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't have, it's your choice.
That's what I'm saying. Some people can't live with their choice.
No, I mean, I get it, but that's on them. That's what I'm
That's
saying
what
to
I'm
you.
saying.
That's on them. That's what I'm saying to you. If I tell you what it is and then you choose to live with it, then you don't agree with it, you don't say nothing, then that's on you.
So if your girl say, I'm going to Jamaica, and then, I mean, you can do with that what you want to.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to do what I need to do.
I'm just going down there to get my mind right. If you want to start tripping, then you do what you want to do.
Okay. All right.
That's it. That's all right.
Okay.
You can't be like that.
All right.
You can't be like
Why
that.
can't I be like that? I can be whatever I want to be.
Man, because that ain't fair.
I don't give a fuck about fair.
Yeah, you can't do that, man.
Bruh, I set my boundaries.
But that's
she can set her boundaries.
But that's like
if
you
they
say that
don't coalesce,
no compromise in that.
They don't coalesce. I don't give a fuck.
That means that you're not giving no compromise. That means that it's your way or no way.
Exactly.
That's not how this shit works, though.
It is exactly how it works.
Man, that shit done. It ain't gonna last though. It might work like that for a little bit, but it ain't gonna last.
Okay.
You might find you a special one.
It might not last, okay?
She gonna have to be real special. You just be like, hey, man, look. Get down, lay down. That's basically what you saying. Get down, lay down. You wildin'.
How am I? We ain't even supposed to be talking about this.
I know. I don't know how we even got on this.
I know I'm gonna get the call, the text.
You might want to cut that out.
But I ain't saying nothing new. It is what it is.
Anyway, man. Look, man, go on a vacation by yourself. You might enjoy that shit, but you might end up getting kidnapped. So I mean,
oh, that's another thing. Like that shit can be
I
dangerous.
know we didn't even get on that part. Going on vacation by yourself can be dangerous.
Depending on where you go. You watch
it do depend on where you go. That's why I think that you should really plan out. Matter of fact, it can happen anywhere.
Do the knowledge of where you going.
Right, because some places it's not set up for your ass to be going anyway, depending on who you are.
Because check it, for instance, we go out of town, right? And we've been out of town many times together, and when we watch out for each other. You know, some of us might get a little drunk, a little tipsy. Yeah, we peep game.
Don't know what it is.
Yeah, we peep game, and we watching out for that person and knowing that we not in our city. Despite with that, we do that. But when you by yourself, you gotta, move accordingly. You don't got nobody watching out for you. You gotta be aware of your surroundings.
You know what? Some people are also watching you. Exactly. And they know you by yourself.
Exactly.
And they keep an eye on you too. So you always got to be careful no matter where you at, no matter where you going. If you by yourself, you damn sure better be careful. And you better know where you going.
I think it could be a really dope experience, depending on where you go. Get your mind right.
You know how crazy it would be if you go on a trip by yourself, but then you just get gone.
Just stay where you at.
No, I mean, that's also another thing. Like, I'm glad you said that. That's another thing too. You might go somewhere by yourself and love that experience so much that you don't even go back.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even go back. Just stay where you at.
Stay right here.
Just gonna figure it out where I'm at. Might be one of them places where you might be able to just do a little side job and keep your head above water. But if you want people that don't need a whole lot, then that might be cool with you. You might be able to build your shit all over again wherever you at. I don't know how that works, like your visa and all that.
If you really want it, you'll figure it out, though.
Yeah, that's true. But you think that's kind of crazy. Let's like leave everything you know behind and go start something brand new in a whole nother country.
Nah, if it speak to your spirit, then I don't think it's crazy at all. You can tell when something speak to you, when it's for you. If you really listening, you can tell. It's like, damn, you'll see it and be like, nah, I was supposed to be here my whole fucking life, and it's like, oh shit, I'm here now. Why would I leave?
Call your moms, be like, yeah, I live in.
Call your girl and be like, look,
Antigua now.
I ain't coming back. Yeah, I ain't coming back.
That's kind of crazy.
You went by yourself. Yeah, you said you went by yourself. Call your girl back and be like, look, check it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, that's kind of crazy when you done turn somebody else her life upside down now.
She let me go by myself. She ain't have to do that.
Damn, see, now you done turn it into something. See, then you making it like it's negative for you to go do that. You ain't making it negative. Like,
nah, it's not. I'm just bullshitting, man. I'm bullshitting everything I say.
Mad anyway, because they probably be like, why you ask me to go?
Don't take this serious, man. If you out there watching this, don't take this shit serious, man. I'm just playing. Text on my goddamn phone.
Oh man.
But yeah, man. I don't know. I think it's a good experience. I think you should, before you get into a relationship, if you're younger, go out there and travel and experience it. So I see a lot of people doing that though. A lot of young people doing that.
I see a lot more people doing it now than I used to hear about people doing it.
See a lot of women in places.
A lot of women do that now.
Mm-hmm. A lot of women be doing it.
Seems like they go to Dubai a lot.
Yeah, I wonder what that's about.
I don't know. It seems nice out there though.
It looks nice.
It looks real nice. I wouldn't mind going.
The pictures be real nice. Some real nice pictures.
Yeah,
they be posting.
I wouldn't mind checking Dubai out one day.
Yeah. So this has been another episode of the Legend Has It podcast. Man, if you made it this far, we thank you for fucking with us. And if you didn't, fuck you. I go by the name of Artwork.
Hey, this the illustrious RH, aka Raul.
Yeah, make sure you out there living with intention, man. Getting up and getting it.
And y'all like this damn video and subscribe and all that.
Yeah. As Bodie would say.
Go buy one of them damn shirts, man.
Oh yeah, hit us up, man. It's legendary. Some legendary shit going on over
You're
there.
gonna see them on everybody soon, so you better get on it early so you don't look like a damn trend follower.
What he said. Read the book, bitch. Mop your carpet.
Cold.